Hi, I'm Pato from Kanji Link. In this video, we will learn how to express the location in Japanese with the particles e, ni, and de. It is a very important lesson because even advanced students mix up these particles. But wait a minute, what are particles? Let's take the big city of Nagoya as an example of location and use it in 3 different sentences with the verbs to go, iku, to be, iru, and to eat, taberu. Well, these sentences are incomplete. In English, we would use prepositions and say I go to Nagoya, I am in Nagoya, and I eat in Nagoya. Similarly, in Japanese, we have to use particles. Nagoya e iku, Nagoya ni iru, Nagoya de taberu. But why do we use a different particle in each sentence? Obviously, the location didn't change and we are still talking about Nagoya. So the reason why we use different particles is the type of verb. With motion verbs, we must use e. With state verbs, we must use ni. Finally, with action verbs, we must use de. So let's break it down. The easiest location particle is e. Be careful, it is pronounced e, although it is written with the hiragana he. We use it with verbs that express motion towards a location. For example, to go, iku, to come, kuru, to return, kaeru. Now, let's practice. How would you say, I will go to Shibuya? Start with the location, Shibuya e iku. Alright, moving on to another particle, ni. We use it with verbs that do not express any action, but just a state. For example, to be, to exist. Unfortunately, there are 2 verbs in Japanese. Iru, that we use with living things, people and animals, and aru, that we use with objects. Another good example of verbs that express a state is sumu, to live. Let's try with this example. I will stay in Nara. The verb to stay is tomaru. Since the verb comes at the end of the sentence in Japanese, we will say Nara ni tomaru. Good job! The last particle that we will learn in this video is de. We use it when the verb expresses an action. This can be many things: to eat, taberu, to meet with someone, au, to buy, kaeru, etc. So how would you say, I will meet you at the station? We start with the station, eki de au. Excellent! You have just learned 3 particles, and I have very good news for you. You just need to remember 2 of them because e, that is used with motion verbs, can be replaced with ni. So, instead of saying Shibuya e iku, you could have just said Shibuya ni iku. There is a slight nuance though. With the particle e, you are just expressing your destination, the place where you are heading to. With the particle ni, you express your arrival point, which implies that you are going to do something in that location once you get there. The nuance is really subtle, so if you're unsure about which one you should use, just go with ni. Ni has 8 different functions, so it can be used in many situations. Okay, I hope that this last point didn't confuse you too much. Let's summarize everything. With motion verbs, such as to go or to return, the location is expressed with the particle e, but it can be replaced with ni. With state verbs, such as to be, to live, or to stay, the location is expressed with ni. With all the verbs that describe an action, we must use de after the location. In conclusion, you have to pay attention to action verbs because in all other cases you can just use ni. That's it for location particles. If you need more help with Japanese, check out my website, kanjilink.com. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on your favorite social network. ありがとうございました。